Hello everyone, in this video, I came to Bodrum for the first time. Those who ask where to go, then you are at the right address. A legendary Bodrum places to visit video awaits you. In this video, you will be able to find almost everything about Bodrum. If you ask me how many days I need to visit all these places, I think you can visit all these places in 3 to 4 days. Bodrum is usually visited in the summer, but the most troublesome part of this time period is Bodrum traffic. In this case, my advice to you to travel around Bodrum comfortably would be to visit here in May, June or September if possible. I will divide the list of places to visit in Bodrum into 2 parts. The first part includes places to visit in Bodrum Center. The second part includes places to visit around Bodrum. We start with Bodrum Castle, which is of course the most popular place on our list of places to visit in Bodrum. This is at the top of the historical places to visit in Bodrum. Bodrum Castle, located right in the center of Bodrum, is the symbol and most famous place of Bodrum. Bodrum Castle, which smells of history in every corner, was built on a rocky area between 2 harbors. When you climb the walls of the castle, Bodrum is under your feet. You can enjoy the magnificent view of Bodrum from the walls to your heart's content. Bodrum Castle underwent a major renovation a few years ago. This renovation lasted about 3 years. Finally, the restoration was completed and the castle was opened to visitors. Historically, after the island of Rhodes was conquered by the Ottomans in 1522, the knights left Bodrum in 1523. Bodrum Castle, which was used as a prison since 1895, was half ruined and later abandoned after the French and British bombed the castle during World War I. With the restoration work that was carried out later, Bodrum Castle was turned into a museum and opened to visitors. The 2024 entrance fee for Bodrum Castle is 250 TL per person. Entry is free for those with a museum card and children under the age of 18. If you do not have a museum card, you can get a museum card from the ticket offices here. Bodrum Bazaar. The Bodrum Bazaar, which is at the top of the Bodrum places to visit list, is a street parallel to Bodrum's Bar Street, extending to the marina and all the shops on the seaside, extending all the way to the castle. You can find many things you are looking for in the bazaar, including various handmade products, magnets and many other souvenirs that will remind you of Bodrum. Touring the bazaar in the evening should definitely be among the things to do in Bodrum. Although the prices are a little higher than normal, it is possible to get them to a good level with bargaining. Jewelry and many handmade souvenirs are especially logical pieces in terms of reminding you of Bodrum. Bodrum Underwater Archaeology Museum. Bodrum Underwater Archaeology Museum is located inside Bodrum Castle. This is the only underwater archaeology museum in our country and one of the most important in the world. In addition to the artifacts from underwater excavations and research, the museum also exhibits artifacts from excavations and research in Bodrum and its surroundings. Bodrum Underwater Archaeology Museum has the world's richest collection of Eastern Mediterranean amphoras. The museum also exhibits the Yasaida, Satan Derisi and Sur Slimani shipwrecks. You will see plenty of shipwrecks and witness artifacts recovered from the sea in the museum. Bodrum Underwater Archaeology Museum entrance fee is 250 TL per person. Entry is free for museum card holders and children under the age of 18. Bodrum Maritime Museum. Let me tell you right away that this place is confused with Bodrum Underwater Archaeology Museum, but these two places are different museums. Bodrum Maritime Museum is a private museum. In other words, it does not belong to the public. The maritime profession has a special importance in Bodrum. As such, there is a deep maritime culture here. Here in this museum you can see many boat models and many different types of seashells. Also in the museum are exhibited gullet-type boats, used in sponge diving, fishing and transportation, which have an important place in Bodrum culture. Bodrum Houses. If they asked what Bodrum is famous for, I think many people would answer the all-white houses. These beautiful houses that add a different atmosphere to Bodrum are among the most important symbols of Bodrum. These beautiful houses have such beautiful colored doors and cornices that you can't help but take photos in front of them while walking around the streets of Bodrum. Bodrum Streets. While exploring places to visit in Bodrum Center, you will find yourself in the narrow streets of Bodrum. The narrow streets of Bodrum give you the feeling that you are in Bodrum. I can recommend you 2 walking routes to fully experience the streets of Bodrum in the coolness of the evening. The first is to walk from Bodrum Adline Mosque to Bodrum Yacht Marina. The second is to walk in the exact opposite direction of the first route, from Adline Mosque to Bodrum Teacher's House using the back streets. Zeki Müren Art Museum. The house in Bodrum where our art son, the famous artist Zeki Müren, spent the last years of his life, was converted into an art museum by the Ministry of Culture and Tourism on July 8, 2000 in memory of the artist, and open to visitors. It is a good thing that such an effort was made, because when you enter here, you understand again how great an artist Zeki Müren was. The museum exhibits Zeki Müren's stage costumes, letters from his fans, awards he received, his personal belongings and his Buick Regal automobile in the garden of the museum. Kumbahçe Beach. Kumbahçe Beach, which is on our list of places to visit in Bodrum Center, can be the first choice for those who want to swim in the center. Kumbahçe Beach, located in Kumbahçe neighborhood, one of the liveliest neighborhoods of Bodrum, offers you a crystal clear sea accompanied by the view of Bodrum Castle. There are plenty of restaurant opportunities on this beach where there are many businesses. The sea of Kumbahçe Beach, which is beautiful both during the day and at night, is quite clean. The beach consists of small pebbles. You can enjoy yourself as you wish on this beach where there are free umbrellas. İçmeler Beach. Our second beach in Bodrum Center is İçmeler Beach. Those who know İçmeler Beach, which starts from the point where Halicarnassus, which used to be one of Bodrum's liveliest nightclubs and is now history, is located, has a really beautiful sea. The sea here is like glass and very clean. The sea does not get deep and there are no stones on the beach that hurt your feet. There is a cafeteria of Bodrum Sports Sailing Club on the beach. Those who want can benefit from this cafeteria. Prices are at normal levels. Apart from this, there is also free sunbed opportunity on İçmeler Beach. You can put your chair under the sunbeds and enjoy. Ottoman Shipyard Art Gallery. There is no end to the historical places to visit in Bodrum because history is gushing from everywhere in these lands. It is thought that Bodrum Shipyard was founded in 1775. According to historical information, the first ship in Bodrum was built in 1784. The timber used in the construction of the ship was brought from the Bodrum Mountains. The walls of the shipyard were expanded in 1882, along with the Ottoman tower built as a watchtower against pirate attacks. The shipyard currently serves as an art gallery. The gallery can host exhibitions of artists' works from time to time. Now we come to the most famous place among Bodrum's historical sites, the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. Unfortunately, some stones and columns remain from the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, which is considered one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The first excavations here were carried out in 1857 by the British archaeologist Charles Newton, who received permission during the reign of Sultan Abdulmecid. The artifacts unearthed from here are now exhibited in the British Museum. The Mausoleum of Halicarnassus is a monumental tomb that was considered one of the 7 wonders of the world and was built using Greek and Egyptian architecture. The mausoleum has Greek architectural influences in its columns and Egyptian architectural features with its pyramid roof. Myndos Gate. One of the entrance gates of Halicarnassus, the Myndos Gate is thought to have been built in the 360s BC. It is known as the gate that Alexander the Great's soldiers could not pass through due to the ditches dug in front of it. The Myndos Gate was restored and opened to visitors as part of the Bodrum Ancient Wall Restoration project. The Myndos Gate consists of 2 monumental towers and a courtyard behind them, which also includes the gate through which the city was entered. There is no entrance fee for the Myndos Gate. Bodrum Antique Theatre. Bodrum Antique Theatre, which you can see on the road from Bodrum to YalıÇiftlik Beach, is one of the most important structures of Halicarnassus Antique City. Bodrum Antique Theatre, which has a seating capacity of 300 to 400 people, is thought to have been built in the 4th century. The theater consists of 3 sections. These are seating section, orchestra section, stage structure. Many events and concerts are organized in Bodrum Antique City. Follow the events organized here, and if an artist you like comes, do not forget to attend their concert. Bodrum Antique Theatre does not have any entrance fee. You can park your car comfortably if there is no event. Bardakçı Bay. If you ask where to swim in Bodrum Center, I would say give Bardakçı Bay, which is another good suggestion. Bardakçı Bay, one of the most beautiful beaches in Bodrum, has a crystal clear sea. There are many businesses in the bay. If you wish, you can use the sun loungers and umbrellas of these businesses. If you do not want to use them, there is a tiny public beach in the bay, you can use it. There are tiny stones at the first entrance to the bay, then it is completely sand, The waves are also very low in this beautiful bay with a very shallow sea. Bodrum Windmills. In the list of places to visit in Bodrum, we have come to the answer to the question of where to watch the best view of Bodrum. If you want to enjoy the view of Bodrum, the address is Bodrum Windmills. Windmills are one of the most famous places in Bodrum. Bodrum Center on one side and Gümbet side on the other. If you come to Bodrum, definitely go here and watch the sunset and the sunset. You can also add this place to your list of places to visit in Bodrum at night. Pedesa Ancient City. We said that Bodrum has a deep history, and here is the Pedesa Ancient City as proof of this. The city is located a little above Kargıcak, the central neighborhood of Bodrum. It is thought that this city, which is the capital of the Legions, the oldest known nation in Bodrum history. The Legions, who were with the Carians during the Trojan War, lived in the city of Pedasos in the south of Troy, and after the Trojan War, they moved south and settled around Halicarnassus in the Korea region. The Legions who settled around Bodrum founded 8 ancient cities. One of these cities is Pedesa. Excavation work is still ongoing in this ancient city that has left its traces in the forested vegetation. To reach the ancient city, you drive to a certain point and then walk about 1 kilometer to reach the city. Gümbet Beach. Gümbet is located 5 minutes away from Bodrum city center by minibus. Gümbet Bay in Gümbet is the first bay that Bodrum vacationers prefer to swim in terms of proximity. Gümbet Bar Street, one of the liveliest places in Bodrum nightlife, has nightclubs where many celebrities perform. The most well-known nightclubs in Gümbet Bar Street: Posh Club, Sapphire Night Club, Pasha Club, Sebastian Club. Places to visit around Bodrum. We have completed the places in Bodrum Center and the Bodrum list of places to visit. Since Bodrum is in the shape of a peninsula, Bodrum has quite a few neighborhoods and villages, and we continue our video with places to visit around Bodrum. If you have one day in Bodrum, I recommend that you only visit the places in the center. If you have plenty of time, you can visit the places around Bodrum. I would like to start my list of places to visit around Bodrum with Orak Island. Orak Island. I am starting with my favorite place around Bodrum. Normally I would like to start with a place that is inhabited, but I think Orak Island is the most beautiful place in Bodrum in terms of nature. It would definitely not be an exaggeration to call Orak Island a corner of heaven. Orak Island, which can only be reached by boat, has a magnificently beautiful sea. Swimming a lot on Orak Island, which you can visit with Bodrum boat tours, gives peace to the body and soul. There is no entrance fee to Orak Island, you can enjoy it here for free. Bodrum YalıÇiftlik Beach. If you are looking for a wonderful bay that can be reached by car in Bodrum, you can choose YalıÇiftlik Beach with peace of mind. Since this is a public beach, there is no entrance fee. Although the number is small, you do not pay for sunbeds and umbrellas. It is a public beach, but this may really be the most beautiful public beach we have seen so far. If you are looking for a cheap and reasonable beach in Bodrum, take note of this place. Kargıcak Bay. We have come to Kargıcak Bay, one of the bays that can be reached by car on our Bodrum places to visit list. The road to the bay is bad, but you can still go by any vehicle. Remember, the bad road is closely related to the beach being untouched. If the road is bad, the probability of encountering a much more beautiful beach is always higher. Kargıcak Bay is calm during the weekdays and crowded on the weekends during the season. The sea is perfect. A magnificent sea that leaves nothing to say awaits you. Bitez. We continue our list with Bitez, which is not too far from Bodrum Center. Bitez and Gümbet are located very close to each other. Bitez is a place with a long half-moon-shaped beach, a shallow sea, hotels right on the sea and very nice restaurants. The sea of Bitez Beach is both shallow and the sea water temperature is quite good. It is an ideal beach for families with children. Normally a public beach and entrance is free. Bitez Beach has many private businesses. You can also evaluate these places if you wish. While you are in Bitez, do not leave without tasting Bodrum's famous Bitez ice cream. If you want something different, I recommend choosing the tangerine version. Aquarium Bay. Bodrum Aquarium Bay is located on the peninsula between Gümbet and Bitez. There is access to this place by land, but you only have to drive to a certain point, and then you have to walk with strength on your feet. Therefore, good walking shoes are a must. In other words, if you have children, I don't think you should choose this place. Aquarium Bay is an untouched place. There are no facilities here. Don't forget to come prepared with food and drinks. If you don't want to walk, boat tours generally go to this bay, so you can choose a daily boat tour. Ortakent Yahşi Beach. As you can appreciate, there are plenty of beaches and bays in Bodrum's surroundings, and Yahşi Beach is one of these beaches. Yahşi Beach is located in Bodrum's Ortakent district. Ortakent district enchants visitors with its sparkling blue sea, blue flag beaches and tangerine gardens. Ortakent neighborhood is 13 kilometers away from Bodrum Center. You can come here from Bodrum Center by minibuses. We recommend that you do not choose this beach in July-August. The beach gets so crowded that the sea starts to look cloudy. The best times are May-June and September-October. Camel Beach. We continue our list of places to visit in Bodrum with Camel Beach, a place that is quite famous among Bodrum locals. I recommend those looking for a cheap and beautiful beach in Bodrum to come here. The sea of Camel Beach is sandy and crystal clear and the water temperature is cold like in Yahşi. There are various facilities on the beach. If you want, you can rent sun loungers and umbrellas from these facilities or you can hang out as you wish. Anthaven, Aspat Bay. Aspat is located 14 kilometers from Bodrum's city center. Aspat, which can be reached by climbing the hill next to Bagla Bay, also has Aspat Castle, which has been demolished in places and has only a few ruins left. It is not necessary to go to this castle very far in the summer heat because of the road. You can go to Aspat Bay to swim in the sea in Aspat. The sea here is quite clean. The beach area is very wide and always breezy. You can enjoy yourself under the palm trees, away from the crowd. Aquarium. Aquarium is 22 kilometers from Bodrum city center. 8 kilometers from Turgatrice and 58 kilometers from Milis Bodrum Airport. Because of the gentle winds blowing in Aquarium, this place is a popular place for surfers. You can see fish restaurants, Kemer Village and the Hussein Brina Lighthouse and sand bath built by the French in 1931 in Aquarium. Aquarium also has advanced facilities and amenities in terms of hotels. If you want a quiet holiday in Bodrum, you can choose the hotels here, and if you get tired of the crowds in Bodrum, you can choose Aquarium. Turgatrice. Turgatrice is the largest settlement on the peninsula after Bodrum. It was named after Turgut Reis, an Ottoman captain who conquered many places in the Mediterranean. Turgatrice has a sandy beach of approximately 2.5 kilometers and there are many hotels and goose houses on this beach. If you come to Turgatrice, do not forget to visit De Maren Turgatrice Marina. It also hosts the De Maren International Classical Music Festival. Gümbet. We have come to one of the most romantic places on our Bodrum places to visit list. Gümbet, built on the ancient Myndos city, is a place famous for its fish restaurants. Gümbet, a small and modest village, has a very special place on the Bodrum Peninsula with its history and nature. If you are going to celebrate your special days in Bodrum, this place is quite suitable in terms of atmosphere, but of course a good budget is a must. On the Bodrum Gümbet places to visit list, there is the Rabbit Island, which you can also go swimming, beyond Gümbet Bay. When you dive into the sea from here, you can also see the ruins of the Myndos ancient city. YalıÇiftlik. We are in YalıÇiftlik, the most elite and cool place in Bodrum. You can reach YalıÇiftlik, which is 18 kilometers away from Bodrum Center, by minibus from Bodrum. On the way here, you will see how beautiful the view of YalıÇiftlik is. Don't forget to visit the YalıÇiftlik market, which has been set up every Thursday for 43 years in YalıÇiftlik. Don't forget to go to YalıÇiftlik Marina, which is one of the things that comes to mind when YalıÇiftlik is mentioned. This is a truly luxurious and high-quality marina, because they have given great importance to the architecture and landscape of the marina. Türkbükü. We have come to Göltürkbükü, one of the most famous places on the Bodrum places to visit list. Known as the Ibiza of Turkey, Göltürkbükü is a very popular place where celebrities stop by as well as foreign tourists visit with their yachts. Torba Bay, close to Göltürkbükü, is also quite calm and peaceful. While walking around Torba, you can see cute holiday villages and Bodrum's unique white houses. Cennet Bay. A place very close to Göltürkbükü, Cennet Bay is a place that lives up to its name. It is 20 kilometers from Bodrum and only 3 kilometers from Türkbükü. Green and blue are intertwined and the sea is crystal clear. There are no facilities in Cennet Bay, it is an untouched and unpolluted place. I would put this place in the top 3 of the best places to swim in Bodrum. You can also camp in Bodrum Cennet Bay, but there is no camping facility here. You should come prepared in terms of food and drink. Barbecue is prohibited, there is no shower, sink or changing room. By the way, definitely take insect repellent here. Torba Beach. Our last stop on the north side of Bodrum is Torba Public Beach. Torba hosts both holiday resorts and many hotels. Torba, a small town in itself, has a very beautiful sea. The sea at Torba Public Beach is clean and warm. Like most public beaches, this one has a small area. There are showers and changing cabins. There is also a municipality cafe right next to the beach, and the prices are reasonable. There is a wooded area beyond this beach. People generally prefer this place. The sea is rocky. Bring sea shoes with you. There is no shower or sink in the place where you can enter for free. Bodrum Güvercinlik. You will first see the sea in Güvercinlik near Bodrum. Güvercinlik is 20 kilometers away from Bodrum center. The most famous and luxurious hotels of Bodrum are in Güvercinlik. In terms of places to visit in Güvercinlik, I can especially recommend walking along Güvercinlik Beach. Also, if you want to go somewhere quiet in Güvercinlik, you can go to Meselik and Mumkiler neighborhoods. You can buy organic products in the markets of the surrounding villages. If you want to have breakfast in this area, I can recommend Zip Zip Breakfast Place. Bodrum Nightlife. If Bodrum places to visit are over, it is time to have fun. When it comes to Bodrum, most of us think of nightlife. The heart of Bodrum nightlife beats in Bağlar Sokak and Bodrum Karsai. There are people having fun like crazy until late hours of the night. Prices are more reasonable in Bağlar Sokak compared to other clubs. As an alternative to Bağlar Sokak, you can also consider Gümbet. You can prefer YalıÇiftlik side for higher level places. I am leaving a general list of Bodrum places below. I would suggest you not to choose these places without reading the comments. Victoria Club, Marina Club Yacht Bodrum, Cuba Bar, Mandolin, Kül Rock City. Posh, Pasha Club, Marine Club Catamaran, Karpuz Bar, Phoenix YalıÇiftlik Marina. If you need a shopping mall in Bodrum for shopping, I am listing the shopping malls in Bodrum Center and surrounding neighborhoods below. Midtown, Oasis, Milta Bodrum Marina, Bodrum Avenue, Palmarina, D. Marin. That was the list of places to visit in Bodrum and our Bodrum travel guide. If you want to contribute, I am waiting for you in the comments section. Don't forget to check out our other videos on our channel to discover Bodrum's beaches and bays. We wish everyone a good time.